Okay, I'll talk to you guys about competition. A lot of you guys are entering your first contest, you're getting ready for your contest, and you want to know, how to prepare yourself for a competition. Well, as I told you previously, when I was a young man, I believed that I could do any fucking thing. Any amount of weight that I went down with, I felt like I was coming back up with that shit. But in all my ranting and raving you see me doing on YouTube, the most important thing that I want to convey to you is that you give your all. A lot of things will be out of your control. Sometimes you get a shitty judge and he don't know whether to put his thumb up or down to turn his light white or red. That's out of your control. Sometimes you get a fucked up lift off. That's out of your control. Sometimes there'll be equipment malfunction. Your shirt, or if you're using a shirted lift, may break. That's happened to me before. I had a shirt break with 705 pounds on my chest. It happens. The only thing that you can always, 100% of the time, and this is important, 100% of the time control is the amount of effort. The amount of effort that you put into each attempt. That you can control every single time. Every single time you lay down on the bench, you can control that I'm going to give. I am going to give every drop, every ounce, every piece of energy within me. I'm going to expand it on this attempt. When I go home and sit on my couch in front of my TV, I can look back on what I did this day and be satisfied. I can be satisfied that I gave my all. You cannot ask more from any man or woman to give their utmost, to give everything that you have. Once you've given your all, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you cannot do more than that. That is the one thing that you can control each and every time. My best and most favorite contest was the greatest bench press in America. I went there and I call it my favorite because all the best bench presses in the world at that time was at that contest. I went there and I called for 705 pounds with no bench press shirt on whatsoever. I went out there and in my head, the only thought that I had was, goddamn it, come hell or high water, I don't give a fuck what's happening, who's here, who's in the audience, what the fuck's going on outside in the world. I know one thing for goddamn sure. I'm gonna give this motherfucker everything I got. And you know what? I went out there, I laid down on that fucking bench press, and I gave that motherfucker everything I got. And you know what? I didn't get it. I didn't get the 705. But to this day, it's my favorite attempt because faced with the biggest odds on the grandest stage of my lifting career, I know within myself that I gave all that I had to give. So I can't help but be satisfied with that. I gave everything I had. Almost got it, but almost don't count. But I gave it all I had, so I am very satisfied with that. I could not have done more on that day. Had I went out there and shrugged away or failed or paled in the face of this challenge, if I have not given it my all, if I had let the fear take me over so much that I would not allow myself to do my utmost, to do my very best, then I would regret that for the rest of my life. But when I look back at that contest, I have no regrets because I went out there and I gave it my all. And some of you people, you write in, you tell me that you failed to get a lift in the gym or you failed to do something. Unimportant. Unimportant. What is important is that you give it your motherfucking all each and every time. You cannot fail if you give it your all. That is what is important. If you get nothing else from all my yelling and ranting and cussing and fucks and shits, remember, giving it your all is what's important. That is what's going to get your confidence. If you lack confidence, Believe in yourself. Your belief in yourself will kick your lack of confidence in the ass. That's how you do it, by giving it your all. Will build your confidence, or you can kick all that doubt all up in the ass. And you can look for pain and be a sick motherfucker and an iron addict. Give it your all.